how to create a free website using Google Sites. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how you can create your very own website using Google Sites. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So as you can see, I'm over here on sites.google.com, and you don't really need to create an account over here. Since you're using Google, it'll automatically detect it and create one for you. And here you will have your dashboard. Here you will have your template section where you can select one of the templates from the gallery. It's not a whole lot of templates, but still it's enough to get you started. You can create a bunch of different websites. So you can have work related sites, you can have small business type sites, wedding, you've got education and stuff like that, right? It's pretty cool. So here you can either go with blank as well, only depends on you depending upon what type of site you want, or you can go with one of these. So let's go ahead and create a portfolio type of website. So let's select this one right here, go with that personal portfolio, and once it's loaded up, we'll begin. So here is the editor. So this is the website editor tool. Here it's not a whole lot of different options. It's pretty simple, really to the point type of editor. Here you can see on the right hand side you'll have your main options. You have your content blocks, which you can add them. You only have like 6 of them. You can just simply drag and drop them like so. Then here you have some text box, images, drive, and embedded. Then you have pages where you can create different pages. Then you have theme where you can go ahead and change the overall look of the website. So color palettes, text, all of those stuff are going to be available over here. And then here you have some other options like buttons, spacers, social links, placeholders, and stuff like that. And then you have rest of the Google options like sheets, forms, charts, docs, maps. So pretty simple, right? That was the overview of the editor. Let's go ahead and create a personal website. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and of course change the image. Over here, we'll change the name, the role, and the location, and we'll give like a little brief introduction over here. And then we'll select work over here, like we'll just present them, right? So we can upload slides, presentations, images, videos, and yeah, pretty simple. It's a pretty simple website, nothing too crazy. This is the content block that we have over here. This is the one they've used over here. Then down below, these are the content blocks that are used, right? Like these 3. So if you were wondering what they are, and we can even add buttons, dividers, and spaces. I would like to have some dividers over here, but first things first, let's go ahead and create our introduction. So something like this. Then here I'll change the image. So to replace this image, we just double click it, or actually we just simply click on it and then click the 3 dots, click on upload image. We could either go select if we have one over here in the media, but if we don't, we can just simply go ahead and click on replace, click on upload, and select the image that we want. So I already have one and I'm going to select that, and there we go. So now it's a little bit bigger, so we can just simply go ahead and move it down like that, and boom, we now have an image. It's a little bit weird, but it is what it is. I just wanted to show you, right? Next over here we have our work. Of course, we also have different pages. You can see right here we have the project page. We can switch between them by clicking on the pages on the right and clicking on the project that we want. So here is the project. Here we can write the description of the project. We can upload images. All right, so in this one I basically would like to go ahead and add like a content block similar to this one, where we have some images or videos or a preview of the content, and then like a list of different options. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of that. This is good for, if you have images or portraits or stuff like that, right? So this is the content block that we want. Boom, add that over there. We'll add another one like that, we'll add another one, and boom. Now this is a little bit similar. So this section we'll just delete it since it's a bit too much like that. We just simply click on it over here, then boom. So here we can add the project name. We can add the description and a description of the images or showcasing projects down below. And then we'll get rid of that as well. And I think we'll get rid of this one as well. So we can create a bunch of different ones, but yeah, I think this is okay. So here, if you have multiple different projects or multiple different work related pages you want to add, you can add it over here. But I think if we keep it simple, we just select this option here. We just add the type of different work we did. So for example, if it's related to editing, we can create a page for editing projects over here, video editing. If it's voiceovers, specific for that page. If it's script writing, we can add specific pages for that. So here we have the project page, right? Instead of project page, what I'll do is I'll rename it. Here we have the properties, and here I'll go with, let's say, voiceovers, right? Simple, nothing too crazy. We can even go with advanced, but I think this is okay. Then we can create another page for scripts, right? And then another page for video editing. Boom. So now we have these different pages. All right, we can even link them over here. Next page, or page number 2 or page number 3, here we have all of them. So we could either go with this one, or we could go make it, sub page as well. Like, just leave them like that. We can drop them And actually what I'll do is I'll bring it back over here and down below over there. But what I'll do is I'll create another page. I'll call this one projects, right? This will be like the main page. We'll put them up over there, and then the rest of the page we'll just boom, boom. Now we have this little drop down page. Here we have projects. Here we have script writing, video editing, voiceovers. Boom. These are the pages. It works like that. We can even add them down below as well. But I think this looks good. Next, we can upload our projects by clicking on the image over here, right? Click on the button. We can upload them from here, select the image, or select from Drive or YouTube. If we click on Drive, it'll open up Google Drive. Since I'm using this one, it'll automatically detect what elements I want. And then I can just simply select some of the videos over here, right? So let's say I want this one. All right, I'll just simply click over here, select the image, click on insert. It'll be automatically insert over here. It'll place a top placeholder over here. I can add the name of this video over here, the description, and that's it. And someone wants to, go ahead and check it out. They can click on it, click on the button. It'll take them to the Google Drive and they can view just this video. It's as simple as that. It's pretty cool, right? So yeah, we can do this over here. I'll do a couple of more just to fill out this page. So there we go. This looks good. I think, yeah, this looks good. And then we can just simply align the text down below and boom, there we go. So this is okay. We have some projects here. I'll type in the description that here are a few projects that I worked in this month, recent projects. Project name, I'll go with voiceovers over here, or YouTube automation, whatever you want to call it, different channels, whatever, right? Project name over here, write the description, some projects, boom. Then here at the footer, you could go ahead and click on add footer, and either that, or you can just simply, select some of the pages over here or whatever. But I don't think we need a footer, so I'll just get rid of that. There we go. So pretty simple. This looks good. Same thing you can do with video editing and script writing, and that should be good. Next, we can go back to home, and then here you can just simply upload specific featured work, different testimonies if you want. Here, if you click on insert, this one would look really good for testimonies. So, and then down below you could add like a email or a get in touch page over here, and you should be good to go. Now, of course, you can add your own insert options right here. Like for example, if you double click over here, right? Or like double click like that, double click it, you'll have this embedded option, right? If you can create like a form page in a code, you can add that over here as well. But I think this is okay. You can get in, add like a whole form, get in touch. You can see right here on the right hand side, you have all these forms, right? Here you can select one of the contact forms. If you have it, you can upload them over here. We have some charts, slides, documents, all those stuff over here. You can even add like a placeholder and social links as well. If you have them, you can upload your social links over here. Like, contact me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever you want, WhatsApp, you can add that as well, which is pretty cool. And again, you can just simply upload your own projects over here by just simply dragging and dropping one of the content blocks. Or if you have a piece of code like a CS code or stuff like that for a custom content block, then you can add that again by just simply double clicking anywhere and click on the embedded and pasting the code over here, either by URL or by code. So pretty cool, right? But yeah, once it's done, you have a professional website, and it's as simple as that. Once it's done, you just simply click on the publish button and you can go ahead and add your own domain. If you have one over here, you can go try Google Workspace, get a professional domain over here. But if you have an existing domain, you can click on use my existing domain, add a custom domain over here by clicking on connect button, adding the domain over here. It'll give you the DNS records that you need to add within your domain's DNS record. And then once it's done, after like an hour or 30 or 40 minutes, your website will be ready and you can just simply go ahead and publish it. So just type in whatever name you want over here and then hit publish and your website will be published. There you go. Boom. It's as simple as that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And until then, take care and goodbye.